So the last thing that I want to show you for this demo is controlling the links a little bit more. So far, here is an A link. So these are called anchor links. We've got them connecting from page to page, back and forth. All we did so far was we made them white. And by default, they also have this line underneath it. So something that's really common is to change the text, decoration to none. That gets rid of the underline. And then sometimes you can do things like change the font weight to something bolder in order to be able to make it stand out more. So then you know that it's a link. The other thing that I want to show you that you can do is you can change the rollover state, and that's called the hover. So we do a:/hover, squiggly bracket. And now we can do things like change the color. So maybe we want to make it so that when you roll over it, it turns orange. Maybe when you roll over it, you want to add the underline back in. Maybe you even want to change the font weight back to something lighter. And you can see here, it edits like how much space it's taking up and all that. Maybe you even want to change the background color. And see, I don't like the font weight. Let's undo that one. And let's try again. That's pretty good. You know what though? I don't like adding the underline back in. So I'm going to comment that back out. That's pretty good. Oh, but look at how then like that box is like nudged right up against those things. So for my A links, I'm going to add in just a little bit of padding. Let's try 3 pixels and see, because you don't want it to be too exaggerated before we roll over it. But we also don't want that box just like sitting right against it. Maybe do a couple more. Maybe you do like 5 pixels, and let's just add them to the left and the right. There we go. So see how that's looking a little more even around? Like looks pretty even on the left and the top and the bottom there. Yeah, I dig that. Except let's not make it orange. Oops. Let's not make it orange. Let's leave it white. There. So now you can control the hover state for your links. You can play around. You can change the font size. Does some really interesting things sometimes as it like pushes the other type. But basically anything you can control about text, you can control in the A or in the hover. You can change the font, you can change size, color, background, underline, no underline, all those kind of things. So that shows you a little bit more about how divs work, how you can position them, how you can size them, how you can add content to them, and allow the div to fluctuate. And then when you're all done, when all this coloring is not what I necessarily want this to look like. So then what I can do is, and this is just part of what I'll do as I'm playing around with stuff, is I won't delete it. I'll just comment it out so I can re-add it if I need to. And so here, like with the border, that was just so that I could see where those boxes were. All this dotted line stuff, that's just brackets showing me like where those things are because I've got them selected. So I can undo those colors and get a better sense of what my site's going to look like, because those colors were just to kind of help me know where stuff was and how to troubleshoot. So hopefully that was helpful. As always, if you have questions, feel free to reach out.